everybody, welcome back to Living in My Now. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for pressing play. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share because I want to be a blessing to not only you, but to other people as well. So we're going to just jump right in. So, of course, 2 weeks ago, which I'm going to link that video below, I talked about the great blessings of having good friends. But what do you do with those friendships that you're not quite sure that they're a good friend and you kind of are wondering, should you walk away from this particular friendship because it's not healthy for you? Now, I'm going to give you some warnings first, and then some practical advice on how to deal with walking away from a friend. So, the very first thing is, warning number 1, they don't get along with vital people. So they don't get along with their family, their parents, other friends, different things like that. They're always talking bad about others. And oh, by the way, this stuff can be applied to a dating relationship as well, but we're just more so focusing on the friendship right now. So just people that are always negative and just, like everything's wrong with everybody but them. You need to be very careful of that. Also, they are angry all or most of the time. That is definitely a warning. In Ecclesiastes 7:9, it says, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools." Now, a fool is someone who knows better, but they do stupid stuff. Anyway, so if this person's always angry, it's best to not be around that person. Number 3, they are verbally, physically, or emotionally abusive, especially in dating relationship, but this does happen in a friendship as well. I actually had a friend that I had to walk away from because she was very verbally abusive. Everything I did, "Sandy, you don't know about that? Oh my goodness, you're so stupid. Why don't you know about this? Why don't you do that? Why do you do things that way?" Yeah, that friend I had to cut off because I did not appreciate that. And God did not make you to be abused, whether it's a friendship or a dating relationship. It is not right either way. So I had to cut that friendship off. And also I'm going to put in here the domestic abuse hotline, because yes, friends can be physically abusive as well, and also in dating relationships. So that phone number is 800-799-SAFE or 800-799-7233, just so you have it. I'm going to also link that below as well. Number 4, they're talking bad about past relationships. So this could be friendships. So if they're always, "Oh, Jessica, we used to be best friends, but she's a dog. Oh, you're talking about Tammy? Oh, I used to like her, but she's a dog. She did this and this and this to me. Oh, you're talking about Marty? Yeah, she was great, but be careful of those people because they'll talk about you and you'll be a dog as well behind their back. So be very careful of that. Number 5, they always have a bad spirit. A very bad spirit all the time. They don't like correction. They don't like authority. It is just a battle all the time. That is also a warning. Number 6, your God-given authority have doubts about them. I have had pastors I've heard of that have went to people, or mentors go to people and say, "Hey, this isn't a very good friend for you to have." And even in my own personal life, I was actually dating someone and my pastor, we were actually engaged, and my pastor came up to me in my old church and he said, "Sandy, I don't think this is the right person for you." My God-given authority had doubts, and honestly his doubts were very valid, and I'm still single, so apparently we didn't get married, which actually turned out to be a blessing. So yes, that is one warning as well. Number 7, they are self-centered. You can tell this, everything's all about them. You could tell them, "Oh my goodness, I got in a really bad car accident." And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So that means you can't give me a ride to the store?" Really? No, I can't give you a ride to the store because I don't have a vehicle to drive. And are you even checking to see if I'm okay? So be careful for people like that as well. Number 8, God shows you that this is not the right friend for you, or this is not in a dating realm. This is not the right person for you to date, that it's just not God's will. Some friends are just meant to be temporary. Some friends are meant to be more permanent, and we need to know the difference. And some people are just meant to be associates. Some people are just meant to go past our life pretty quickly, in and out of our life really quickly. So just allow God to let you know the difference between the different phases. And then number 9, constantly does not do what they say. I'm Shandy, can you come get me? Sure. Never shows up. Oh, you have to hang out with my boyfriend. Or oh yeah, I could lend you that money because I know you really needed to get your car fixed and you got into a car accident, and never do. You know, just people that just never keep their word. It's a constant lie after lie, or unintentional lie after unintentional lie. Be careful of that. Now you might say, Sandy, oh my goodness, my friend is totally like this. How do I resolve this or walk away from this friendship? Well, the Bible does talk about this in Matthew 18:15-17, which I will try to link that below as well. And it talks about how to handle conflict. So the first thing you do is talk to them privately. So of course, take them off to the side, like, hey Molly, you know what? Every time I don't know something and I ask you about it, you kind of get an attitude. Like when I asked you, what's this new TV show you like? And you said, oh my goodness, you're so dumb. You don't know about this TV show? Or you're so dumb. You don't know about this particular fashion trend? You need to be careful. And yes, this does happen with adults as well, these warning signs. So if that doesn't work, now if you and Molly talk it out and it works out and she tries to correct the problem, friend gained. But let's say she doesn't listen. Move to phase 2. Get 1 or 2 unbiased mediators. Sometimes, as you know, from being an adult or being a teenager, sometimes communication is not the best and a person can only see their point of view and they're not understanding your point. So sometimes having an unbiased person come and kind of mediate will clear everything up, and that's great. But let's say that does not work. So third thing you do is get wise counsel. I was actually in a situation, there was a girl that I hurt pretty bad, and I was not even aware that I had hurt her because she never said anything. I found out in a roundabout way, and I tried everything I could, from apologizing to writing letters to everything I possibly could to correct this wrong I didn't even know I had done. What wound up happening was I had to go to one of my mentors, and my mentor told me what to do, and I did that very last thing because I was actually, in a sense, kind of sad and getting more depressed trying to rectify the situation, and she was not wanting to rectify, or I don't know what the situation was. So it wound up in this last phase where I had to cut the friendship off. And you know, sometimes, like I said, some people are just meant to be there temporarily, some people are meant to be there more permanent, some people are in and out. So I hope this helped you. I hope this was a blessing for you. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell me about some situations where you've had to do one of these 4 things, and tell me about a time it worked out or a time it didn't work out. You had to cut the friendship off. But I will see you guys hopefully next Saturday. Bye.